All the buttons have been pushed. We're here. We're live. Part of my sweatshirt, my sweater might actually chroma key out because it's green. It's fine. I
Seems
might
like it's
take.
doing all right. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the sleeves also have a little
Oh,
bit
I
of.
see. Yeah.
You know what though? This is yarn I got from my grandma. So we're wearing the grandma sweater a lot.
Yeah.
A
It's like one of
lot, a
those
lot.
Hot Wheels cars.
Yeah. Well, and there's a
Ship.
sweater. There's a sweater at my parents' house that I have to go pick up. That was my grandma's sweater that I have claimed for me. So sometimes you just have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Ironsworn. We're here on episode 14.
That's like a
14.
whole campaign for
That's
me in most things.
that's literally that's a lot of campaign. We've done a lot of stuff in here. We've got some pretty powerful characters these days.
Well, sometimes they
Well,
still feel a little shitty.
they do still feel a little bad sometimes.
Yeah. Especially last time.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me
Speaking
just
of last time.
take a peek at the old chat log. Failure progressed
That's right.
many times.
Yeah. Yeah. We're probably gonna have to you probably are gonna have to learn from your failures, and I have to pick up a new asset this week. But before we do that, let's read journal entries. And
All
I'll
right.
read mine, and
Mm-hmm.
then you'll read yours, and then we'll go from there.
Yep.
So, Scar's journal. Before we head out, Cluck does her prayers. We leave the calm fjord into a rough ocean. It's a bit stressful, and the sharks are getting hungry, but we give them some food and get through the seasickness to continue onward. Eventually, we get back to Silver Hollow and swim down to the entrance as we did before. It's a bit easier this time than the last. As we go through paths that are familiar from our last visit, we find a map tablet we hadn't seen before. Cluck's mushrooms end up going bad for some reason, and I convince her to leave them behind, but then we have to send Nickel back for them so we can make a fart grenade to keep some marrow occupied. I'm pretty stressed by all of this, so we find a place to take a bit of a break. It seems like an abandoned ancient Itanya home. At least that's what we think. After our break, we pass through a weird room and Cluck gets quiet. She starts rushing through the corridors really fast until we reach a narrow place. I agree to go through first and power my way through it, but I get a huge cut on my chest from a sharp rock that might have been coral or something. It really hurts. Eventually, we get to a room that seems to be the end of this place, and it's like we've traveled through a giant shark all this time. Evka says some more prayers, and somehow convinces Jaws to empower Padma, then says something about being a false prophet? She kind of collapses, and I have to get us out of here, which is hard without her help, but we make it back to the boat and Richard. Evka is able to sail us home, but we have no supplies. Again. Why do we always run out of supplies? We have a mammoth who can carry all sorts of supplies, and still we run out of supplies. This is so screwed up. I don't understand it.
Let the record show that it was Bleaker Dragon that suggested we give away all our supplies. But I guess.
Oh, yeah. Well, it was me. It wasn't Scar who suggested it. It was V who suggested it. Let's let that record show, too.
For all that happened that was Evka specific last week, I must have been pretty overwhelmed because I have a very short entry.
There was a lot of Evka.
There was a
Stuff.
lot of things that happened. I have foolishly had titled my last entry Lucky Session 13. And I did that pre-stream.
Yeah.
We set sail for Silver Hollow once again. And I'm quoting directly from Darkest Dungeon here, overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. I offended Jaws by trailing the shark herd behind us, and we had to keep them fed with our food. Then we got tossed in the waves for a while. Padma must think I've never sailed a day in my life. Finally, we arrived at Silver Hollow and get inside. Something's reacting weird with the stone tablet, and things start to rot. We end up using the rotting mushrooms anyway to distract a bunch of marrow, and we press on. We stumble across a prophecy A false prophet will rise and devour the Ironlands. Am I the false prophet? Surely not. We reach the final room, the jaws of a megalodon. This is it. I beseech Jaws on behalf of Padma, and the price is heavy. I I am confirmed to be the false prophet, and also am to change if I am to change this fact. Um, oh, also, I am to change this fact if I wish to further my relationship with Jaws. The good news is that Jaws doesn't hate me, so the prophecy wasn't theirs. But the question remains: who has prophesized my rise? Who fears my story? The banished Titania people? Time will tell. Padma is empowered, but I have never felt more lost.
It got
Help.
deep last time.
Help.
Huh.
Help.
How much do we think that? How much do we think Scar knows of this, based on the
Uh,
journey
of the
of
prophecy?
the false prophecy and the false or the prophecy and the false prophet, and how much would Evka have talked about that?
She wouldn't have talked about it at all.
Yeah.
The only clue I think that both Padma and you have, and I rewatched the end of our last session,
Mm-hmm.
is that when I was talking to Jaws and I vocalized, "Am I the false prophet?"
Yep.
and then looked very upset.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the extent of I think what's been conveyed.
Okay. Hey, Hope. It is. Jaws is back. So
Hope, hope.
think I think we okay. First off, we have to sojourn because we gave up all of our supplies.
Mhm.
Who gets the chicken? Hope.
Chicken.
Chickens. I should draw a chicken to put in there. Is that?
Yeah, and it just like throws from the chat side of the screen into the center. It's
Oh, okay. Evka. Evka gets a chicken.
oh, thank you. I will take
Remember,
that
if you're
momentum.
watching this on YouTube, you can catch us live on Sunday nights over on Twitch, twitch.tv/FleegerDragon. You too could give us chickens, which gives us +1 momentum. But we need to sojourn because we are unprepared. We cannot do this task for Mura
Yep.
while unprepared, currently unprepared.
I'm also dispirited,
Yeah,
as you might imagine.
I think because of that, you can't do this sojourn.
Sure.
Otherwise, we'd use you and your wits and all that, which is a better stat than my heart.
Hmm.
But
Yeah, I think I'm banished from Grandma Kano's, so I
yeah,
just
you're my roommate now. It's all
yeah.
good. All right, we're gonna roll a sojourn because we need a little bit of things went a little sideways the last. That's not good.
That's bad.
That's real bad.
That's real bad.
That's real bad. I got a 6 and still failed.
Hmm. That's real bad.
All right.
Uh, so why? This is our home.
This is our home.
You find no help here? Pay the price. What's happened?
Is there trouble? Is it settlement trouble? Do we want to roll a settlement trouble or do we want to roll a pay the price?
It can't have anything to do with the undead because we made that successfully.
Yeah, we
We
took care of
resolved
that.
that.
We
Yeah.
resolved that. Morn Watch is dealt with.
Hmm. The roads are open.
The roads are open.
What has happened?
Tsunami.
And does it happen when we get back? Like, are we seeing? Is this being revealed to us as we arrive?
Maybe. I think that makes the most sense because again, this is our home community, and we haven't
Hmm.
really um
Wow, a 9 and a 10 on the
I
challenge
just
die.
mother.
That's just brutal.
Mother trucker. Yay! Good night,
And you
everyone.
took the +1 because it's a bonded community, right?
I did take the +1 because we're
Wow,
bonded with the community.
that's rough.
Oh,
That's
you know
real
what I didn't
rough.
do? I didn't fix the face palms. Now I did, but here we go.
Uh, well,
All right.
we could
Um,
roll on the pay the price to table to see
and it's
what.
yeah, it says if you have difficulty interpreting, we can roll it again. So we can use that to give us some idea.
Mhm. We could also just go straight to the oracle to try and figure out what might be happening.
Mm-hmm. Because there
Uh,
is the settlement trouble.
mhm. There's also major. Oh yeah, settlement trouble. Yeah. The only problem I'm foreseeing here is if we, and then I'm speaking meta
Mm-hmm.
uh, right now. If we determine that it is settlement trouble, it's going to become our number one priority,
Mm-hmm.
which means we are still not going to be able to get out of
Okay, okay. Let's roll
the
on the pay the
regular.
price and see what it gives us and see if we can
Sure.
give us if it gives us some idea. Um
Hmm. Okay.
hmm. Is it
I have a I have a suggestion.
okay?
What if we just don't know? What if as we are walking from our ship up the coast to town, we encounter the Iron Priestess of Redhall standing all by herself along the shore, and she refuses us entry, and we don't know why.
Oh,
Like
that could be a thing.
your journey starts right now. Go.
But wait,
We're
uh,
starving. We're
we're
actually starving.
we're stressed. I don't think we can make camp, can we?
Um I forget what I keep forgetting what unprepared does. It's conditions.
I mean, we can roll supply because we can roll that on Richard's health. Doesn't unprepared mean we can't resupply?
Yeah,
It's
we can't hunt until we can find a another community to sojourn in. We're like out of arrows, we're out of traps, we're out of bait, we're out of
we're out
everything
of
that we need
we're out
to.
of mushrooms.
Yeah, if you are unprepared, you cannot increase supply until that condition has been removed.
Okay. But we can still roll supply things off of Richard. So if
We can.
Mora says we have to leave and start the task start to Brokenhelm now, we can do it. It's just not going to be fun.
Yeah. It also means I can't it also means I can't do the thing, which is what's it called? I can't
Learn from
adv-
your failures.
well, I can't do that, but I also can't advance. Like I can't spend a XP.
Oh. So we don't get I can't that mean if we can't sojourn
Yeah,
here, we can't
under
get
quest, the advanced move is how you get your training and skills and stuff.
Mhm. We don't get a chance to pick up.
We just get we
We
just
just
have to go.
we just have to
Does that mean
go.
Padma's coming with us?
All right, let's see. Is Padma coming with us on this adventure?
Woo!
But what about her sharks?
She's empowered. Maybe she can manage the herd remotely.
Okay. Okay. All right. So I guess
Also, this actually gives me an idea because I was considering at some point, maybe not right away. Well, I'm not going to spoil it. Not going to spoil it yet.
secrets.
Secrets.
So okay.
All
So
right, yeah.
so here's the deal. Can I at least get my my item to communicate with Mora? Do we think she gives us the item that I can use to communicate with her on this journey?
I think that's likely if you want to roll an oracle.
Oh, she does not.
What's happening? And
What's
she's being like classic Mura as well. She's just like stone faced, no emotion, stern as hell. I bet she has great posture.
Oh yeah, she's like back straight.
Yeah, just looking down on us even though she's probably shorter than you.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, this is harsh, but okay.
Notes. They're gonna be messy. All right. I guess we undertake a journey.
I guess so.
I look at so what kind of journey do we think this is? It's an extreme. It's an
Well,
extreme vow.
it's yeah, I think we were going to tie it directly to the vow, which is
Yeah.
which is extreme.
Yeah, so it would be an extreme journey, so I'll set up a progress for that.
Whew. What a way to start a journey. An
Wow.
extreme journey starting unprepared.
And we love these characters. We love them so much. So I'll probably look at Evka and look at Richard and look at Padma. I don't like this. But since we're departing from our home, I can come on, Richard, let's do this. Richard and I are going to undertake the first part of the journey since, I can't fail a second time. Oh, wait, hang on. Gotta mark my failure. And that is just gross that you can get the best possible roll on the d6 and still fail.
Mm-hmm.
It's gross. Strong hit.
Strong.
All right. So, we reach a waypoint and we can mark progress. We don't get momentum because reasons. Are we marking progress on trailblazing as well?
Yeah. And do we find anything?
uh, do we want to? I think. Let's take a step back on this journey. I think we don't. We maybe don't always find something, but we always set up like a camp place where people journeying along the road because we're trailblazing.
Mhm.
Each stop is something, whether that's
Yeah, we're gonna find out
it's
what is on this
something.
road.
Yeah, it's something
Mhm.
that's on this road.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we want to mark that as a. We could do location descriptor, maybe.
Yeah, we can like sort of reveal what we're encountering, and I'm assuming every now and then we'll find something we want to investigate further because we also promised to clear the path.
Yeah.
So if there's any monsties,
Mm-hmm.
but also as we're leaving, Evka's pissed. She's like, she's been evicted from her grandma's house. We've saved this town so many times over the last little while. I'm the false prophet. Everything sucks. I hate Red Hall.
Evka, no!
Let's start our own town.
Evka.
We'll
Evka.
call it Chickenville. Everyone
Actually,
will be nice.
I mean, there were some islands that we could probably set up camp on if you wanted, but we got to do this right now, Evka. We've got to make this road, and when we get back, we'll figure out why they wouldn't let us in. I believe that because Gren wants it, Padma would console Evka.
is Gren just remotely playing Padma?
I'm not even gonna roll an oracle for that. We're gonna allow that to happen because we've been shipping Gren's characters a lot, so
That's true.
it's only fair. Well, hi, puppy. Do you want to be part of the game? No.
Stupid Red Hall.
All right, so we hit our first point. Let's roll a location descriptor just to get us something ruined.
Oh.
Is it? Is it? Is it? Is it an iron pillar? Yes. Yes. I need to go touch it. Gren, I need a now kiss emote, please. We can use that. Okay, all right. So there are ruins here. What kind of, and there is an iron pillar among them. What do we think is ruined here? And how old? Are they firstborn ruins?
Do you want to roll location and see?
In a ravine. There's a
Hmm.
ravine too. I like ravines.
There could be a do you know what a water hammer is? They used to build those in ravines all the time.
Hmm. Do we
Um,
have to cross the ravine for the path?
Possibly we could like try and set up a little bridge.
Oh, we don't have to. Okay,
Oh,
okay.
we could just walk along it.
We can just walk along it.
Yeah. So yeah, we might have like been alerted to this by like hearing sort of knocking
Mm-hmm.
echoing in the woods at regular intervals, and then maybe come across this, which would indicate that maybe there was a workshop here or something like a carpenter or a mason, but the workshop is like ruined.
Yeah, if it's this, how far do we think we are outside of Red Hall? Are we across the border into the Deep Wilds yet, or are we still on Ragged
I
Coast?
think we're definitely off the roads that are normally traveled, but I don't think we're in the deep wilds yet.
Okay.
So yeah, we're like somewhere just outside
Okay.
of that border.
So I think it could be that it was like a carpenter's shop kind of in the woods that maybe was a Red Hall thing, but over time, because it was so close to the Deep Wilds, because it was so far from town, it just wasn't viable to keep it here. As town grew, there was more ability to kind of bring in the things we needed rather than, having a guy out in the woods. Also, the guy out in the woods is maybe a little creepy.
Mm.
And so when he died, it's like, no, it's fine. We're just gonna let it go. Also, there was an iron pillar there, so maybe people
Hmm.
just weren't that interested in being near them.
Should I put this point of interest on the map?
I think, can we put like pins for waypoints on the road?
Yeah. Let's see.
Is there like a little road shaped one that's like this is the camp on the road? Oh,
What kind of workshop was this? Do we like mason or carpenter?
I like carpenter.
Carpenter. Old carpenters.
I'm going to, as we're kind of looking around, I'm going to walk up to the iron pillar and stare it down and take my hand that has the special glove
Mm-hmm.
and touch it. My special pillar touching glove.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Touched another one.
Do we face danger?
I can face danger for it. We're going to do it with iron. We're going to be strong about it.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. Burn for.
You know what? Heck it. Heck it. No. I'm touching it. Stupid. Stupid. Let's make it an opportunity.
Very nice. Okay. So I'm gonna stay at the ruined carpenter's house. You go out because you can see the pillar in
Yeah.
the tree line. And what happens while you're out there?
So Richard and Nickel come with me, and I walk in. Like, the ideal thing here would be that we get the way to communicate back to Mura, because I want that for this character.
Mhm.
That would be the ideal opportunity. That might be a little too metagamey. I walk up to the pillar. I stare it down. I take my hand that's got the special magic glove on it that I don't have listed anywhere what it does. It's just a magic glove that, like, tells me when there's a pillar there. And I put my hand on it. I wonder if something happens with the pillar. Do we learn something about the pillars from this? Like, because we don't know what the pillars do. Nobody in the world really knows what the pillars are. They just are there.
Mm-hmm.
Is this
It's
a
true.
point where I learn something about the pillars because of the combination of having this glove and being totally unprepared for this journey and just going on it anyway?
Also true.
Is it... But maybe I
Uh,
don't understand what it means. That's also a very, very Scar thing. Is
mhm.
I understand? No, I know a thing. I don't understand it. What would be a good thing to know about the pillars? Did we decide?
Um,
Are they're iron pillars? Are they carved or are they just big solid hunks of iron?
let's see. I think they're smooth, but let's look at our world truths real quick. World truths. Inscrutable metal pillars, iron gray, smooth as riverstone. So yeah, I think they're just like they do not tarnish, and even the sharpest blade cannot mark them.
Are they smooth? But are the right is the mark are the marking are there markings on them that aren't necessarily carved in?
I don't know. Are there?
I don't know, because that could
Does
be
it
our
react to you?
that could be our thing that we find is that it reacts to me touching it with my glove, and maybe it's a little glowy, and like under my hand there's something that I can't quite see, and when I take my hand away, it's gone.
That would be interesting. There's something to learn on these things.
There's something to learn about these pillars, and I would go charging back. FK, 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 FK! It made a
Ah!
glowy thing! I touched the pillar and it made a glowy thing under my hand. I couldn't see what it was, and when I took my hand away, it wasn't there, but it was glowing under my hand.
Did you? Can you remember what it looked like? Can you draw it?
Yes, I can draw it.
Would you care?
And I'll draw, and it'll just look like my hand with like glowing lights coming out of it. You can see little like tailing ends of runes from under my fingers.
Oh, so you draw your hand along with the...
Because that's what I can remember.
Yeah, sure.
Because like when I took my hand away, it disappeared.
Okay. And you couldn't get it to come back?
Well, maybe if I touched it again.
Okay. Let's try. I'll come with you.
Okay. So then charging back through. Oh wait, you still there? Are you coming?
Padma, come on!
Hurry up! We're gonna miss it. And then I will go up and I will touch the pillar with my glove hand again, and like try and peer around. See?
Does it happen?
I think it's likely that it happens if we set it up like this, but we can.
Sure.
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
Okay. All right. I doubt I know what this means.
I doubt it. But then we could. But if we can. But with your help, I can probably figure out how to move my hand so that we can see what it is.
Mm-hmm. Is this a gather information for you?
Yeah, maybe.
And I can maybe aid your role by securing an advantage.
Okay.
So secure an advantage. I'm going to use observation along with Padma to try and gather. Yeah, so it's immediate. Are we suggesting that it's like immediately beneath your hand, so it's hard to like?
Yeah.
You like get it really
Like
close.
you can see between the fingers.
The light.
Yeah, you can see the light between the fingers, and you can see some of it, but the bulk of it is behind the palm.
Gotcha.
And so, like, maybe I can lift my palm up and we can look behind, but while keeping my fingers on there. So,
all right, and I'm gonna take a +1 because we're bonded.
yeah.
Weak hit. You get +1 momentum.
Awesome. That puts me to 2.
All right. Not what I wanted, but
Not
it
ideal.
helps a little bit.
Helps a little. So I'm going to gather information. Hey, Asurian. Now, can I would also like have Nickel sniff around too to like see if his smart nose can catch anything from this. So we'll use our pupper's help, his smart brain and his nose and all that, and my brains and my ability to move my hand around. That's not good.
Oh no.
It's not good.
Pay the price.
So
Why?
this is gather information. So
Yeah.
I think the obvious pay the price here is that I come to the wrong conclusion. Or I come to a conclusion that will ultimately be wrong. And what Scar would think from this is like, and picking up would be, oh, maybe I can use this to talk to other pillars. Which, not sure fits in with our world truths very well. Does it hurt me? I think that's the other question is do I get hurt by this? By keeping my hand on the pillar for an extended period of time and studying this, do I somehow take damage
Yeah, do you want
from it?
damage or do you want to roll on the table?
I don't want either, but let's roll on. We can roll on the
That's fair.
table. Damn, where is it? Where's the table? There it is. I like how it runs down. A new danger or foe is revealed. Oh no, do we have to fight a thing?
The other thing it says is on a miss, your investigation unearths a dire threat or unwelcome truth that undermines your quest. Uh, new
So
danger.
that ties in with the new danger or foe. So does it somehow is touching the pillars changing Scar?
Do you think this is linked to Mura at all?
I'm pretty sure I've told Mura about this quest. About
Yeah.
this idea of touching all the pyres. I think when we got the quest for trailblazing, I had mentioned something about this.
So unwelcome truth plus new danger. I wonder if you have started something that can't be undone. Sort of like
And we maybe don't know what it is yet. Like, characters don't know what it is yet.
mhm.
But players can start to think about what that might be. That might be our ultimate battle.
It could be. Okay, so let's
Is it the mother?
Oh no.
Oh no, she's burrowing between the worlds.
Oh no. She would. Die thread. Okay, so remember when you said you think you come to the wrong conclusion that they can communicate, but
Yeah.
what if they actually were sort of antennas, and by interacting with them, someone, a new danger or a foe, or someone or something is observing you.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe Mura knows this, and that's why she's trying to keep you out of Red Hall, because if you're in Red Hall, then whatever the thing is can see Red Hall.
Yeah.
We don't know what it
We don't know
is,
what it is.
but maybe some hint is revealed to us here, like the dire threat or unwelcome truth.
Mm-hmm. Am I
Like, do you get?
still am I still getting Malik visions? Or did I picked a
Ah,
weapon, so and I didn't pick the Malik weapon.
true.
So am I still getting Malik vision?
Hey, Scrollkeeper.
Hey Scroll Keeper. Am I still getting Malik visions? Yeah. Yeah, of course I am.
Still being
Thanks.
haunted.
Still being haunted.
hmm Does Moloch show up and be like, "It's watching you," and then run away?
Or does Moloch show up and give me a prophecy like like Evka got?
Oh no.
No, it's watching you probably would be enough, and I'd be like, no, I'm not touching this anymore.
Yeah, up to you. Whatever you think is more interesting.
I think the mystery is gonna be interesting. We may have to do some plotting off stream for like mystery things, but I think the mystery is gonna be fun.
So something is watching
Something's
or
watching.
listening.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. And if we tie it to what looks like Malik, we can keep that hauntedness going.
Okay, I'm gonna take a note here for my journal reasons.
Yeah.
Something is watching Scar.
I'm gonna take a note on the side of my journal. Filler.
And I'm assuming Padma doesn't see the ghost.
Yeah. No.
But
I think
you can tell me. I have the advanced revenant now.
I feel like Evka might be able to see the vision that I see because she's almost died twice and death has kicked her back and the revenant thing.
Yeah. I have bonuses to interacting with spirits and undead.
I think it's viable that Evka would be able to see that, and then and Scar would kind of look around like, did you just see that?
I think so.
That was Malik.
Yeah, I haven't seen his face in
I
a
thought
while.
I thought when I picked a weapon he was gonna stop haunting me.
But you didn't pick his weapon.
Well, no. I just
Maybe he's still trying to help you?
I looked at the weapons and I looked and I thought really hard and I felt like it wasn't Malik who taught me all the things that I knew. It was Atana, and even though just I picked what I thought was the right weapon, and now I'm doubting that I picked the right weapon, and damn it!
Remind me what what was Atana's excuse for having killed or left for dead Malik again?
um. Okay, now I gotta go back on my notes because that was a long time ago.
And what's watching you?
That's I have a note of what is watching. That's probably gonna be a secrets.
That's Evka asking.
Yeah. I don't I don't know. He just said something. Could be
Well,
anything. Well, right now you're watching me, and Richard's watching me, and Nicole's watching me, and Padma's watching me.
Padman's watching all of us.
Well, yeah, but mostly you because reasons.
This place is weird.
Okay, so I go back. Malik isn't Malik because we found the body when we were delving the mine. I why did we ever just say why?
I feel like I
I
have a
feel like
vague
we
memory of
did.
it. Like, did Malik fail the test?
I feel like it was because Itana wanted something from me.
I can't remember.
But I don't have notes on it.
Hmm.
Cuz was it after we got back from the Varu?
No, it
No,
was
cuz it would have
before
been
that.
before then.
It was when we
Did
got
I
back from the cave
put
from High Mount
notes
Mine.
in our NPC list? His goal is to build a relationship. I think we tied it to that.
Yeah, with you.
Mm-hmm.
Surely we didn't just leave the fact that Atana murdered or left for dead Malik unsolved.
I think we might have. I think we might have.
I'm gonna have to go back to the VOD and watch
We might
that
have to.
conversation
Let's
again.
see. It would have been in. This
I
is
think it was like
14. 13, 12, 11.
It was after killing Muna. Pretty sure.
It was after killing Muna. We figured out during the delve into the mine
Hmm.
that Malik wasn't Malik because we found Malik's body.
Yeah. Oh, so it was also after it was like the first time we started using the delve rules.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. So that's probably around episode 6 or 7, I think. Okay.
Yeah.
Something's watching us. Or
Something's
you,
watching us.
specifically.
Something's watching me.
Yeah.
And is it watching me right now? Does it watch me while I'm sleeping?
Is it Santa?
Does it does it watch me when I take my bath? Because I don't want people looking at me when I take my I don't like this. This is gross.
Maybe we should.
Let's just
Yeah.
what time of day do we think it is on this part of the journey? Is it time to make a camp for the overnight?
Probably.
I will roll our supply based
Well,
on
do we make camp or do we just continue the journey?
hmm.
I could use some spirit if we want to make camp.
Yeah, we can roll it off Richard's health.
Yeah. I have some momentum to sacrifice too if we end up having to suffer supply.
Okay. Let's see. We have 0 supplies, so we take 5. Yeah,
Hey.
strong hits. So we each get to choose 2 from recuperate, partake, well, which we can't do, uh, relax, focus, and prepare. I'm
We get
going
2?
to, yeah, we get 2. I'm going to recuperate and gain 1 health back. And
I'm going to
then
relax.
I am also going to relax because I've been stressing myself out.
I could prepare and give us a +1 on the undertake a journey.
Okay.
I
How's your
could use some.
momentum?
It's 5. It
Okay.
could be better, but I think a +1 on tomorrow's leg will be
Tomorrow's
good
journey,
too.
yeah.
Okay, I prepare as my second action,
Okay.
even though I'm unprepared.
We're so unprepared. We're always unprepared.
Yeah. Okay.
How do you make this game harder on yourself? I don't know.
Uh,
All right. So,
+1.
yeah.
Roll
Wait.
wits. Noemi.
Yay!
Okay, we can mark progress.
I shall mark progress on the journey. I shall mark.
No cost in supply,
And let's
and
go.
I will roll a location.
Oop. Yay. And then don't forget to mark on your vow for trailblazing the road.
Oh, yep.
If you didn't mark on it, yes, on the last one, do that too. Make sure
I'm at a
your
full
vows.
pip.
Same.
Okay. All right. Location. A pond. Location descriptor.
Pond.
Another ruined pond. Ruined everything.
Is it okay? So no, it's not a ruined pond, but it's a pond where. So what do you think of when you think of a pond? You think of like a little dock on the pond and maybe a little paddle boat or a rowboat for someone to go out and go fishing.
As we get closer to the deep wilds, I'm picturing more uh like signs of uh uninhabitation. So like
Yeah.
we stumble across through this trailblazing, like hacking down foliage and stuff like that, and then there's like this serene clearing with a pond in the center.
Richard
And I
should take a bath. He smells bad.
yeah.
I'm
um
being watched. I'm not taking baths ever again.
Yeah, I don't think anything specific has to happen here.
No.
Just a pond.
Yeah, it's just a pond. I think it's a pond that we mark down as being
Hmm.
on the road
Yep,
for
the
the next
pond.
people. It's the pond.
Uh, and you know what, Scarbash? We're the Trailblazers,
Yeah.
so we can name the pond.
Yeah, we can. We
I think
should
we should
name it.
call it Padma Pond.
I was thinking we should name it something scary.
Oh,
But we
Evka Pond.
what if we called it Amelia Pond?
Amelia.
Mm-hmm. But we can call it Padma.
No,
Padma's
that's not
Pond.
scary.
No, we can call it Padma's Pond.
Padma, do you like this pond? Uh, I'm just gonna roll a 50-50. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Padma likes this pond.
Call it Padma's Pond. Maybe someday you can build a little house here for you and Padma.
Yeah,
And a whole bunch of chickens. Except for you can't have the sharks here because you can't get the sharks here.
that's true. Well,
But it could be
freshwater
like your
sharks.
it could be your summer home or your vacation home.
Hmm. All right, I'm adding that to the map. Padma's Pond. Are we officially in the deep wilds now?
I think so.
All right.
Do we think is an undertake a journey a full day of travel or is it like half a day?
I think it's indeterminate. It could be like long stretches of time,
Okay.
or it could be like 12 hours.
And it could depend too on what we end up finding when we get to a waypoint.
Hmm.
Do we want to roll to see if we encounter any creatures here?
I think we wait for a miss
For a
to,
miss? Okay.
yeah, rather than complicate our successes.
That's true. That's fair. We don't really want these characters to die. Also, Gren would be very sad if these characters died, so we don't want to make Gren sad.
I think the next leg is yours.
It is. I will. Hi, Dio. Dio, did they kiss? Very important question. Yeah, I missed.
Mm.
I can't
Ask
fail
and you
anymore.
shall receive.
Oh, they did. All right. So, on a miss, you are waylaid by a perilous event. What kind of perilous event do we want? Is it nightmare spiders again?
No. Oh, by the way, I should read this. We are officially in the deep wilds now.
We
So
are.
here is some thematic flavor for us to play with. The deep wilds are a vast swathe of ancient forest. The ground is lush carpet of ferns and lichens. The gnarled branches are cloaked in hanging moss. The air is almost perpetually misty and wet. Unlike the bordering regions, heavy snow here is rare. Instead, there is a ceaseless patter of rain dripping from the high boughs and the rush of river over rock. The air carries the earthy smells of damp and decay. A few Ironlanders live among the fringes of the deep wilds, taking advantage of the relatively temperate climate and abundant game. However, most avoid this region. This is the land of the firstborn, of monstrous beasts, and of horrors that defy description. This is the world before humans.
All right. So, well, we
Well,
know it's not Varu because the Varu we've already set up that the Varu are currently in their dormant phase.
It could be elves.
It could be elves again.
That's under features of the deep wilds are unbroken woodland, a thick canopy casting shadows on the forest floor, lingering fog, constant rain, elves ever watchful, ancient trees, streams, and skittering and growls from out of the mist.
What do we think it is? We've encountered elves before.
Hmm. Well, first, let's see. We could do pay the price and find out if it's uh,
Sure.
an enemy.
My favorite thing ever. I
Hmm.
love paying the price.
Yeah. Yep.
I like rolling that one.
That seems right.
Yep.
Okay. Let's do another 50-50. Is it a uh how did they describe it? Is it a elf, monstrous beast, or unknowable horror?
Okay, so we've got 3 there.
Yeah, 33, 33, 33, or 34, I guess, on the third one.
Okay, why don't we just roll a D100 for it?
Sure.
Because the Oracle really wants you to have 2 choices, and we've got
That's
3,
true.
so
So in that order, if it's 1 to 33, it's an elf. If it's 34 to 66, it's a monstrous beast. And if it's above that, it's a horror. Oh my goodness, it's 100. 100. 100 on a D100,
hang on.
guaranteeing an unknowable horror. Scar, what are you doing to us?
Thanks for coming.
Oh no.
I'm no longer allowed to roll dice. I don't know. Just gonna sit right here. I don't know anymore.
Um, do you want to roll to see what the level of danger it is?
Sure. Do we have a thing to roll for that?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, challenge
called.
rank.
Yeah. Oh my god. You just rolled 2 100s in a row. What the hell? Why? Why are you like that?
I
How is
don't know.
this possible?
It's your foundry. Why is your foundry doing this to me? I'm just gonna test a thing.
That's a tier 5
Okay, all right.
monstrosity.
Yeah, it just wants our characters to die.
I just I
Okay, we don't have to fight it.
well no, we don't have to fight it, but we definitely have to ensure that people are aware it's here.
Yeah, I wonder if we do what we do here is not necessarily um okay. I I am going to try and gather information, or I'm going to try and secure an advantage. Oh no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to use because it might lead to a fight. I don't want to start a fight.
Yeah.
Um because the options here are we continue along this same path, which puts it in what we assume is the territory. If we redirect the path around this thing's territory or around where we know it is,
Mhm.
it might take longer for us to get to our destination, but it will be maybe safer. So I think it's a gather information very carefully with Nickel and I kind of tracking to see if we can get a sense of where it is and where it might be so that we can make better choices about the path.
I think I might know what it is. I'm just sort of going through
No, it's
the list.
fine. It's fine, Gren. It's saving all my good dice rolls for when I play D&D. Yes.
Uh, okay, you tell me which one sounds better.
Okay.
Uh, is it a giant? Is it a basilisk? Or is it a gnarl? A gnarl is like an ent.
Um, a giant could potentially be talked to, but I'm kind of with Gren. Like, the gnarl sounds like the coolest option.
Okay. So a single gnarl is an extreme threat. You've rolled an epic threat. So is it a family of gnarls? Uh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. They
Yeah,
are
it is. Yeah, it is.
okay. They dwell in woodlands throughout the Ironlands. The tallest of them are nearly the height of towering trees, with a long neck and legs as stout as trunks. Atop their head are sprays of horns, which twist and intertwine like branches. They roam the forest alone or in small family groups. Yep. They feed on lichen, leaves, and other plants. They are not naturally aggressive, but are mighty foes when threatened. I presume a bunch of travelers wandering through their land would be a threat.
Potentially.
Mm.
We don't have a gun dial.
Use the gun.
We don't have a gun, but I will try to stop sucking. It's fine. Um, I think I'm going to like as carefully as possible, just kind of like again gather information to see if there's a way that we can get around them. Like if Nickel can find us a path that goes not directly through their little camp, because I assume that gnarls don't walk around a whole bunch,
Um,
or do they?
no, they sort of hang out.
They sort of hang out. Yeah.
They sort
Okay.
of, yeah.
So
They
if we can maybe find like the edge of where they go, we can maybe make our road so that it doesn't cut through.
so do we do we try and gather information on them in and then face danger or
Mm-hmm. And face danger
yeah,
to go past. Yeah.
with like shadow or something?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, okay.
Which I'm super good at.
So which one do you want me to do?
Okay, I got a weak hit
Oh, for gather?
for gather information.
Okay.
I get
So
and because I got a hit, I get 2 momentum because had Nickel help me. Um, so on a weak hit, the information complicates your quest or introduces a new danger. Um, I mean, the
uh
obvious thing is that it makes it a less direct path. That you can't just go straight from Red Hall to Brokenhelm.
yeah.
You go straight to here, and then you gotta kind of go south for a while.
I wonder if we could. Do you think the thing that complicates it is that we have to go through caves or something? We have to cut the path through a place that Gnarls wouldn't normally want to go, which
Mm-hmm.
would be like underground.
Mm-hmm.
But then we have to deal with scary things underground.
Yeah. Or like a narrow, because we're getting to the point where kind of the mountains are probably starting to end. Hey, Paul
Yeah,
John's
that's what it
life.
looks like.
So it could be that it's just a narrow pass that we have to get. There could be a narrow pass, but it's still, got some little cuts in, and there's a potential for rock slides.
True. Richard might have to do some work here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, in that case, maybe it's not face danger with Shadow after all. It sounds like it might be face danger with Iron.
Mm-hmm.
That would be your
Richard and I are gonna do this.
yeah, so you're gonna move make a path through some difficult
Yeah.
terrain.
Do I get a bonus because I'm using Richard as part of the? That's not really a thing that's built into the mechanics.
No, I mean narratively it's how you're doing it
Okay.
without like power tools and
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah.
All right. I would agree with Dio that Gren's art is becoming so good.
Mhm.
I'm sorry I had to take off the pictures of Cluck and Scar on this screen. There just wasn't space. But they are on the title screen. They are on the front page, the thumbnail. That's what it is. The thumbnail for the YouTube videos. Also, did you know that you can commission Gren No Cookies to do art for you? You pay her money and she will do art for you, and it's way better than NFTs. Down with NFTs. Just a little pitch because Gren No Cookies art is great. Maybe if I say nice things, the dice will be nice. Motherfucker. Good night,
We're gonna die
everyone.
in these woods. We're gonna die in these woods. This is the end.
Oh, okay. All right.
Your progress is undermined by a dramatic and costly turn of events. Pay the price.
It's called a landslide.
It's exactly what you said it was gonna be.
It's called a landslide, and the way is blocked. And so now we need to find another way around. And we have no supplies. So
We
it's
have no
not like
supplies.
I feel like this for me, I have to endure stress.
Oh, stress?
Yeah, because
I thought a rock slide was for sure harm.
is it harm?
Well, that's what I thought was gonna. I was getting ready to try and heal you.
Oh. Yeah, I mean we could call it harm, but like I think it's a little bit of both. There's like I got hurt,
hmm
but I'm also super stressed out now because the things I'm trying to do for this stupid quest that we're stupid Mura is making a stupid go on with no stupid supplies.
I also don't think I can heal you because we have no supply.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, I can because I can choose whether or not I take momentum or supply.
Okay.
So yeah, if you get hurt, I can still heal you.
Okay. So I think it's either I take harm or Richard takes harm.
hmm
Probably it would be me because I would be like, I think Richard's smarter than me at some point. So, how much harm do we think it is?
Uh, that's a good question.
We cannot resupply Paul John's life because we are currently unprepared. Because we went
Uh,
to Sojourn at home and we're not allowed in to Sojourn. So we
I
had to
would
start this mission without supplies.
I would like a supply party though.
I would absolutely like
That
a
would be good.
supply.
Whatever makes sense. So I think if it is in fact you getting sort of hit by rocks and stuff like that, I think it's probably two.
Yeah, I was thinking 2 or 3.
Yeah, dangerous.
All right.
hmm
We're taking 2 harm. I need to endure harm. I'm done rolling dice tonight after this. I'm done. I cannot fail any further.
Oh my god, why'd you say that? Why did you say that?
I told you I'm done rolling dice tonight.
What is happening?
Done rolling dice tonight.
2 100s in a row on D100s.
Mm-hmm.
Two.
Done. I'm just done.
I have actually
I'm
never
gonna
seen
change
that
this.
before.
This is gonna be my this is it. That's the
I
face
have
camera for tonight. You're
I've
welcome.
never seen it.
We had one D&D on Roll20 where I think Car Crasher 3000 rolled 3 D100s
Wow.
in a row. Yeah. Random number generation is hard. Yeah, it was a little nuts. All right. I'm gonna just go sit over here with my dog.
Hmm?
I'm gonna think about my life choices. I might cry a little bit, but you wouldn't know because I'm not gonna let you see.
I'm gonna create a point of interest here.
Can we call it Scar's Folly?
Yep, what it's called, and it's gonna be called a long and complicated detour to avoid a family of gnarls. Also, a rock slide. Yep. Hmm. Well, that was quite the.
Then I will get up and I will make camp using Richard's health. Because
That's a
what
good
else am I
idea.
gonna do?
I can try and heal you now.
A weak hit. We get one of the things.
Okay.
I gotta take health. That's all there is to it.
I'll take spirit again. Slowly forgetting about all the injustices that have been done to us. Uh, by focusing my effort on all the injustices being done to Scar.
Well, last session a lot of injustice was done to Evka, so let's be
That's true.
fair.
Yeah,
It's only fair. It's equal.
okay. What's your health at?
4.
Oh, okay. We're the same.
Yeah, so it's not too bad. I don't really need any healing. I'm just not very confident right now
All right.
about any of the things. Gonna sit here and pet my puppy, pet my mammoth, and tell him he's a good mammoth. And the next time we find something that has a Richard, he can bite it off. Gonna
Yeah.
stop trying to keep him from biting people's Richards off.
We do still have to get by the gnarls though. So I think maybe this time I'll lead a sneak.
I think it's Evka's turn to make a plan.
Wait, but we can't sneak past because this has to be used by other people.
Yeah, I know.
So maybe I have to face danger with, I guess it's wits. It's not speed, it's not charm. We've already tried forceful strength, and unless I can find a path that is naturally sneaky, but that seems more like an observation roll.
Yeah.
I could roll with guns. I do have. There's actually a sixth stat in Ironsworn
Called
called
finger guns.
guns,
It's finger
and
guns. Yeah.
yeah, and I have a 3 in it. It's pretty good.
Woo! Wrong character.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna try and find a path through the woods around these gnarls.
All right.
Wish me luck.
Good luck.
Oh no. I saw the one and I was like, I'm
I
dead.
saw, I saw the one and I was
I'm
like, we're
dead.
dead. We're doomed.
Woo. Okay. Okay. That's fine. That's great. Uh, on a strong hit, I am successful. I get a momentum, and I find a path that
Yay.
will take us safely past this family of gnarls without upsetting them.
Yay.
Also, I forgot to learn from my failure because if I fail, I have nothing to mark anymore.
I also probably should I should probably learn from my failures, but you should go ahead and learn from your failures.
All right, I'm gonna roll with my maximum failures that I achieved last session. Uh, I spend some time reflecting on my hardships and missteps. Uh, and here we go. Strong hit. On a strong
Yeah.
hit, you commit to making dramatic change. Take 3 experience points. And clear all progress of my failures. I will do. Great. Uh, I could swear an oath.
I feel
I,
like learning the source of your powers is already kind of that oath.
uh,
Kinda.
yeah. What would I? What? So the specifically the failures have led me to learn that I am
A false prophet.
false prophet. So rise as a true prophet was sort of that new vow.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Alternatively, I can take 3 momentum, or I can discard a single asset and take 2 experience points back from each of its uses.
I feel like if you hadn't already made the oath about rising as the true prophet, this would have been an opportunity to do that. But the
Yeah,
momentum might be the best choice here.
I've been thinking about getting rid of talisman because it's pretty specific. Like we end up facing a lot of like conceptual goals rather than specific creatures.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think it'll still come in handy, and I can make it better still. So I'm gonna take the 3 momentum.
Yeah. All right. Well, while Evka is thinking about her failures, I'm also going to think about my failures. Failed as a person.
Can I make a treaty with the Gnarls? Not. Yeah, that would be face danger with heart, and I have no heart.
I
That
learned
would be
from my
bad.
mistakes, but I don't get it, and I get 2 experience. And
Another 10 on your DC die.
can I? Okay, when I delete progress on failure, is it just gonna delete the whole thing, or is it gonna delete all the pips?
If you edit it and then hit the trash can button, it'll empty the pips.
Oh no, it just deleted it.
Did you edit it?
I did click edit. Okay,
Oh,
that's
mine
fine.
didn't do that.
I probably clicked the wrong thing. Right? It's epic.
It is no, it's formidable.
Middle. Okay.
Yeah,
All right. I edited on the sheet. I should edit. Okay.
maybe Gren.
Maybe.
Maybe it's time. Maybe
It
it's
might be
time.
time. Now they kiss. This is the night.
No, this is like I'm slowly regaining my spirit. We're far from home. We're in new lands that are creepy and weird, and Evka's feeling more and more disconnected from that group. I feel like Evka's natural state might be away from society
Mm-hmm.
and community. And despite being bonded to that community, I feel like this is the arc, right? This is how Evka ultimately becomes a hag in the woods, which
Yeah.
is her ultimate dream. Like the old recluse.
But that people go to when they,
Yeah.
need like to baptize their children into the ways of Jaws.
Hmm. Yeah. I'm so my spirit is lifting. I'm learning from my failures. I'm recognizing that safety is not with community. Safety is with small numbers, uh, deep in the woods. Well, that was quite the. That was
I had
quite
10
the.
pips on my failure and I still only got a weak hit. Game hates me tonight. It's fine.
On the plus side, we've passed this troublesome spot, so we can mark progress.
Okay. I will mark progress on the journey. We also get to mark progress on the vow.
Hmm.
Yay! Okay.
Whose
I will
turn is it?
I will wake up in the morning and I will look at Evka and be like, I can't do it.
Do what?
I can't be in charge. I don't know which way to go.
Well, I think that's the whole problem. Is neither does Red Hall. We just have to go forward and see what we find. There are no wrong answers.
But I did so bad yesterday. Also, it's technically your turn.
Oh. Okay. Listen, we're walking through the deep wilds. Sometimes you're just gonna come across a bunch of ancient gnarls. We might find something even worse today, although I doubt it. That would be very unlucky.
Don't say that. We're totally gonna find something worse.
Uh, but it's okay. Padma and I will uh, head out early and lead ahead. Just
Okay.
have Nickel follow our scent.
Okay. Well, no. I'm. Let's go. I'll come with you. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna let you leave him behind.
All right,
Besides, you might need Richard to like move trees out of the way.
that's true. I don't know. Padma's pretty strong.
But she's not a mammoth.
That's true. But she's pretty strong.
So am I. But
I
I'm
mean,
still not a
compared to
mammoth.
me, I'm.
You want to know
I'm
a
like,
secret? Everyone's
yeah.
strong compared to you.
Oh,
Except for
yeah.
Dask. Dask is way not as. You're way stronger than Dask.
All right. Undertake a journey. Wits. Here we go. Strong hit.
Yeah.
We
Marking
mark progress.
progress. Boop.
And I
2
will
pips.
figure out what we find.
2 pips.
A mountain? Are you kidding me? You know what?
That's.
I'm re-rolling that.
I mean, we could have it just be what used to be a mountain, but yeah, I think re-roll that. We've gotten ruined 3 times tonight.
Yeah. I know it's a range, but still. A flooded mountain. That's
Flooded.
interesting.
Is it
So do we
like
think
is
yeah.
it like a mountain that was a volcano at one point and so there's water on in the caldera?
Ooh, calderas are cool.
Mhm.
Yeah. There's like steam vents and stuff like that. Mm-hmm.
Right. Day 3. We find mountain
The caldera.
with caldera. What should we call this mountain?
Um, should we roll?
Yeah, let's roll for it.
Uh, let's see. Settlement name landscape feature?
We can try it, and if not, we could do like a elf name.
Okay.
Why did
Oh,
it roll?
I rolled once.
Okay. Well, we have options then.
Yeah. Grey Cliff, Stoneford,
I like Greycliff.
Grey Cliff Caldera.
Yeah.
Done. This would be a great place for uh weird supplies for rituals.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you need sulfur, this is where you come.
Yep. Do you need any sulfur?
Not right now. I got
Okay.
plenty.
Okay.
Gray Cliff Caldera Mountain. Done. Okay.
Okay.
We carry on.
We carry on.
We reach a waypoint.
We did reach our waypoint. That was Grey Cliff.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Actually, I should make this like angle the other way, since we did have to detour, so
Yeah,
that they're
just
not
like
stacked.
down a little bit.
Yeah. Oops. Oops. Oh well.
It's
I
too
did.
late now. It's fine.
Uh. Yeah. Uh. You want to go next?
Yeah, I have to. I think like after kind of following along the first part of the day, I kind of I can't be I'm not scared. I was going to say I can't be a chicken, but I could be a chicken. I can't just let my fears take over. I'm Scarbash, damn it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not afraid of nothing. I will just hit it.
Hit the mountain.
Oh, yay, I get it. I get it, chicken.
Chicken.
Thank you, Gren. Yes!
Fortune changes.
Yay.
So
Yay. Okay, all right.
there's
All right.
this
We need to mark our
could be, if you want it to be, it's your opportunity, but it could be a settlement.
Hmm. That might not be a bad idea.
I would love to sojourn.
I would also love to sojourn. But mark progress on the journey. So I got the journey and the shared.
Mhm.
More than dice. And I mark on the vow. Thank you for the raid, More Than Dice. Welcome on in. I'm Bleeger Dragon. That's Liam. We're playing Ironsworn, which is our co-op campaign of this awesome game. Exclamation point, what is it in the chat? We'll get you a link. You can download the base game for free. If you want to drop a few bucks, you can also get the Delve add-on, which we're using as well. Tonight has been a night of V rolling terribly.
Like so terribly.
Mm-hmm.
You want to just scroll up to that D100 again?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
just
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I
There
rolled
may have been a pair of 100s,
I
one
rolled
after the
two
other.
D100s in a row. They're ways up. Yeah, like Kathy rolling threes bad. Both of us have learned from our failures though. Some of us better than others. Like not me. I didn't learn from my failures very well. I caused a rock slide. It's been all
Hmm?
sorts of fun times. And right now we are deciding on did we find a settlement? And I think because my last roll was an opportunity. The options we get. I think a settlement's good.
It would be
Is it
very good.
is it an Ironlander settlement? We're kind of deep into the deep wilds for it. Is it a Varu settlement?
I think the most likely would be elf.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but it could be something completely different. We could
we could
find
we
satyrs or
Okay, we could Oracle. We can do elf or not. So since elf is likely, it's elf or not.
okay,
It is not an elf.
a one, V. You know there are a lot of numbers between 100 and 1. You can roll any one of them.
I
It doesn't have
know.
to be the extreme.
Liam, this is your instance of Foundry.
You know what's funny is that I was I was worried about the last not the last 5e game, the Pyro Club game, but the one before that. So we rolled like 3 sevens in a row.
Yep.
So I did a test. I rolled 1,000 d20s and 1,000 d100s and plotted
And plotted the results.
the graph, and it was fine. It was
Oh
totally fine.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's that whole random number generation means random. So you're potentially going to get sometimes duplicates because random.
Mm-hmm.
But we like to see patterns in things. And it can be
We do.
really yeah.
A one was just as likely as any other number.
Exactly. Exactly.
So it's not elves,
It's not elves.
but it is a
Uh
settlement.
yep. Okay, so let's do is it Varu or something else? Because there's also Varu in the Deep Wilds.
That's wait, aren't they in the hinterlands?
Deep Wilds.
Oh, they're in both. Yeah, yeah,
They're
yeah.
in both.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, is it Varu or something else?
Varu would be good. It's not Varu.
It's not Varu.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
But that
Yep.
was a different number. We haven't seen
It
that
was a
number
different
yet.
number. That's
All right.
true.
All right. Okay, so then is it humans or something else?
It could be. It does say a few Ironlanders live
Yep.
along the fringes of the Deep Wilds.
Is it humans or something?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. All right. I think with that, we need to take a little break.
Let's
and
take a little
think
break.
and think of what something else might be, and I need more water. So
Yeah.
we're gonna take a quick break. Thank you for the raid More Than Dice. If you are not following More Than Dice, why the heck not? They do a podcast on Sunday nights. Kathy Wapple's there, Jono's there, Gonzo's there. Jono plays some mech warrior robot game during the week. Sometimes Gonzo does other things. You want to follow them, they're awesome. We will be back in like Wednesday's okay. Wednesday's better than Friday was. Mostly. Except for World Nut. Anyway, so we will be back in like 5-ish, between 5 and 10 minutes. We gotta get up, get some water, stretch, all that fun jazz. You should also get up and stretch and get some water and dehydrate if you haven't recently. So we will be right back. Cereal. Tomorrow's grocery day. I'm very excited for grocery day. We are back. Thank you for letting us take a break. All right, I had a thought as I walked upstairs to get more water.
Okay.
They're not humans, and they're not elves. But what if they're half-elves? Which explains
Uh,
why they'd be out in the middle of nowhere.
are they both? Yeah.
Like, if they're half-human, half-elf. Because they don't fit in either society.
Sure.
That was my idea as I walked upstairs.
I also had an idea. I have played another game called Vesson. And Vesson is all about Norse mythology and going and fighting the kinds of creatures that appear in Scandinavian sort of Norse mythology.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some really cool art, and there's a whole bunch of ideas in there of things that could live in the deep wilds. And among them are a bunch of nature spirits. They are tiny. They are like frog-like. Sometimes they look like little rodents. And they're called the Vatir.
Mm.
So it could be something like that too.
It could be.
But they also live close to humans. So
Yeah, and we don't have a whole lot of humans nearby
yeah.
here. It could be a combination of both.
Hmm.
Like if the Vatir, we don't necessarily see the Vatir, but we see the half elf or the half
Hmm.
humans, whichever you want to call them. And as we're kind of coming close, then we see that there's more than just people here.
I guess it could also be giants.
It could also be giants.
That would, or trolls for that matter. It could be a lot of things.
What do
Let's do
we?
one at a time.
All right. Is it?
Is it
Is it?
halflings?
Is it half
Half elves.
humans? No. All right. Is it Vatir? No.
Like playing Simon Says.
Is it giants?
Is
Oh
this is this community wearing a hat?
yeah. Is it okay? All right. Is it trolls? What the hell? Oh God.
N-
Is it Atanya?
oh no. Fuck. Why would you say that?
Fuck.
Why would you say that? We want to spend time with these people. I'm gonna show up and gonna be like the Voldemort to their story.
Mm.
I hate this.
I hate this too. Do we think we can sojourn with them?
We're gonna find out. But before we go in, what do we see? Do you want to pull up the Atanya sheet?
Yeah. Oops.
So the Atanya were basically sea-dwelling people that were, for some reason, banished from those lands and are uh, no longer live in the ocean
Yeah.
and stuff.
They are a diverse people, but most are well suited to a life amid the northern climes. They are strong, hardy, and long lived. Their height and stout forms give them an imposing physical presence, but they are generally good natured. Take that to our advantage. They have an unnatural sense of the coming weather and an innate understanding of the sea. They have iridescent skin and dark hair and are clothed in hides and furs.
Driven to seek out new lands.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably how they ended up here.
Yep. What's it called?
So,
What's this place called? Let's give it a name.
sure.
We'll give it an elf name. Araki.
Rocky. Okay.
I feel
Um,
like okay. So we have options here. I could go in first very politely and talk about how I was given this hammer by some Atanya back by over by Red Hall, and be very polite. Or we could have Cluck go in and talk about how we had visited Silver Hollow. And maybe show the broken tablet?
I don't think so. Remember, we're pretty sure that the Silver Hollow was one of the original Atanya refuges before
Mm-hmm.
they were banished. And their own art and like hieroglyphs and things like that confirmed me as the false prophet who will rise and bring darkness to their world. I think I have to disguise myself
Maybe
somehow.
just wash your face.
No, absolutely not. Do you know how dangerous this ritual is? I'm not gonna watch it off. Uh, I could I could attempt a hmm. I could attempt to secure an advantage with Shadow using Essence to sort of change my features.
Okay.
Also, more importantly, not change my features because I feel like they won't know me by my looks. They will know me by my magic, by my sort of aura, and like their
Yeah,
seers will be the
like
ones.
a glamour that makes you that kind of disguises your magic.
Yeah. Okay. That sounds like a good idea.
Sounds like a good plan.
This is a secure an advantage, right? Make preparations. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, yes, yes.
All right. Here we go. Do I get any other benefit here? I'm not using fear or intimidation.
Nope.
Um.
It
Oh, I
feels
could ask Jaws for this actually.
yeah, you could.
Hmm. Do I think Jaws would help me in this regard? He probably banished them.
Do we know that Jaws banished him though?
No, I'm assuming because
Like we're assuming that, but it could be that maybe they weren't they banished themselves.
uh hmm.
Red makes a
I
good
did
point. Maybe Jaws wants them back in the fold.
that is what that is kind of what we promised him.
Yeah. I think you have to if you pray to Jaws, I think praying to Jaws is the right answer here. Of look, I found these people and I want to, not have them recognize me as a false
Yeah.
prophet. What do I
All right.
do?
I'm rolling.
Do it. That's not
I can
good.
burn for a weak hit.
We don't burn often enough.
I burned.
Let's just say let's just we don't burn our momentum often enough. We end up holding on to it and being like,
All right. I burn for a weak hit. I gain a +1. Uh, do
we
you?
need to move. We need to move like fairly quickly.
Yeah, we can only sojourn once.
Yeah.
Do we sojourn with the word of Sheena?
I think we try.
Or is that sort of playing our cards too much?
I've so sojourning with the word of Sheena means that you can sojourn with your wits and a plus and a modifier.
+1 momentum on a hit.
Yeah, and your wits is 3.
Mhm.
If we sojourn with heart, it's I'm at a 2. Like If we think of it mechanically, it's better to do it with wits. However, if we think of it from a character's perspective, is this a place where Cluck would walk in and start talking about Sheena to these people, knowing that she's kind of already hiding from them? What does the character do in this?
Yeah, so we can't undo the success I just had. At least
Right.
not right away, because it's a
Right.
short-lived advantage.
Yeah.
So for now, nothing will go wrong if we bring the word of Jaws to them, at least with regards to them seeing through my disguise.
Yeah.
They may still think that Jaws is heretical, but
Potentially.
when we'll cross that bridge.
We'll cross that failure when we roll it.
All right. So what does this place look like? Are there it's still like a circle, so it's not like a huge community, but it's hidden in the woods in like these deep wilds.
Should we roll a location descriptor and get another ruined?
Sure. Let's just do it.
Ooh,
Rich.
rich.
That's very different. So it's almost like a hanging gardens kind of situation, maybe.
Yeah, and Gren suggests that their houses are in the trees.
Ooh. From the seas to the trees. Mm-hmm. I bet there's still a lot of water involved here too. There's probably like not so much like
Yeah.
irrigation, but like a lot of like little winding streams that run through the.
Mm-hmm. I feel like too they might have aqueducts kind of things,
Mm,
bringing water to places where there maybe wasn't water to begin with.
yep. Yeah, there could be some big water feature too.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Hmm.
absolutely.
Yeah, that sounds cool. Um. Okay. I'm picturing so I'm not picturing like wealthy as in rich, but like life, like
Yeah.
lots of flowers and like huge, moss grown trees and things like that. Yeah, lush. Okay, cool. So we approach, and I guess this is where we make our sojourn. Let's find out if it's successful first
Oh,
before
please.
we narrate how this interaction goes.
Yeah, go for it.
So with wits, so I'll do heart +2. Um, yeah, okay. Here we go. I got nothing else.
We got nothing else.
Oh,
Yes.
strong hit. Okay. So I feel like we're like pushing vines out of the way as we approach the this pond or lake um body of water that they're sort of nestled up against, and there are like treetop homes and things like that. And we probably draw a lot of attention immediately as soon as Richard comes
There's a
stomping out of the trees.
mammoth. I tell Richard not to bite anyone's Richard off here. That
That's probably
it's
good.
very important that we just get a chance to rest here and not to bite anyone. No
Yeah.
biting.
Uh, so I don't even know if we share a language, do we? You want to roll an oracle? Oh,
No, we don't. But we managed to communicate to them somehow that we need help
yeah.
and they help us.
I think what I show them are all of the tattoos of Jaws that I have.
Yeah.
Uh, and we connect on similar sort of artwork.
Mhm.
Um, and then it's a lot of sort of
Also,
gesture and
also they like Nickel.
oh yes,
Cuz who wouldn't like the cute little shark dog?
they are still sea dwelling people. So a shark dog is
Yeah.
probably like they think that we are of like them.
Yeah. Okay.
You are also clothed in hides and furs.
I am also clothed in hides and furs with my bear hat.
All right,
Okay.
so on a strong hit, we get to pick two. So we clear our unprepared condition as one. I will spend that.
Okay. I'll take. We'll mark our supply. So we're up to one supply. Yay!
Um,
You were shaken, weren't you?
no,
Okay.
no, I never hit. My
Okay.
spirit got down to two, but
Okay.
not all the way.
I will. I will provision so that we take two more supply.
Hmm.
And then
I'm so tempted to take a quest.
I'll take a quest on their behalf.
Hmm. Like,
Maybe?
so here's what. So I've marked my failure, right? I've learned from my failures.
Yep.
I've doubled down on this like new thing, and that new thing was, yeah, it sucks that I'm this like prophesized false prophet, and they probably hate me, but Jaws is putting their faith in us, and we promised even before learning I was a false prophet, we promised that we would bring people back into the fold.
Mm-hmm.
If I can make a bond with this community, I feel like that would be a very significant step.
Yeah, that's a tick on that
Yeah.
quest for sure.
So I think I would like to do that.
Okay.
But Evka would discuss it with you first, because I know we are here on another vow.
Well, you also vowed that you would help Trailblaze to Brokenhelm. But I don't think that, maybe part of that too is this is a waypoint. So travelers will be coming through here from Red Hall to Brokenhelm and back again.
That's
So
true.
there needs to be a way, they need to be prepared for such a thing, or they might want to move or whatever. So it doesn't hurt to have a relationship built with them. So of course I'd help you.
There's only one problem, and it's kind of a significant problem.
What, that we don't speak their language?
Well, that's yeah, that's one of the problems. But language is less of a barrier than people make it out to be.
That's fair.
The real problem is that I'm forging a bond based on a lie. They can't know who I really am.
That's kind of a problem.
As long as I can maintain
Do you
this
think
blessing.
that they would connect you with what the prophecy says if they just saw your real face?
It's not my face so much as my, like, I think Jaws is sort of hiding the truth for those who know how to look for it. Like if they have witches like me, or seers, or priests or priestesses, they may be able to sense something off about me. As far as I know, Jaws is currently taking care of that, but we have to make sure we don't give them reason to go looking.
Okay. Well, in but is it really false pretenses? You're trying to help them. Just cuz you don't, you're trying for them not to know the prophecy. Is that really false pretenses?
It could be. I'd rather not risk it.
Yeah. What do you think they need?
Let's go talk to them or learn about them. We'll spend some time here.
Yeah, I think we can make that like deciding about whether we take provide aid
Hmm.
after doing like a gather information?
Yeah, we can. So the take a quest says you can roll it into an oracle roll,
Okay.
and if we swear an iron vow, we get a +1.
Yeah. Okay, well, what kind of oracle do we want to do? Settlement trouble?
Sure. Outsiders rejected. Hmm. Are
Are
they the
they the
outsiders? Yeah,
outsiders?
yeah, yeah.
do they feel like they were rejected by Jaws? Which is why they've left the sea? Like,
Um,
we know why we think, they left, but is there communal discussion that they're outsiders? They've been rejected by Jaws, by the rest of the Atanya, by the Ironlanders, by the Firstborn.
I don't know if we can solve that.
I know.
That would be more than a settlement trouble though.
Yeah,
That's
but you
like a people trouble.
yeah.
But it could be connected to like another Atanya group.
Mhm. Like the group that's over by Red Hall that we've already kind of interacted with.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to double back though.
I don't either.
Um, you want to roll an action theme? See if we can get any more detail.
Yes. Hunt and love. Well, love is
Those are good rolls.
obviously that Evka and Padma are gonna kiss tonight, so. Look, we have to let Gren have her ship.
Outsiders rejected. Hunt is the action. Love is the theme.
Is it not? Okay. Let's think Romeo and Juliet.
I was thinking that exact thing. I was like, is this just like Deep Wild's Romeo and
Deep
Juliet?
Wild's Romeo and Juliet. And then it's which one is in this community? Is it Romeo or is it Juliet? Which side are we on? And
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't even matter. Who is the partner who they can't be with? Is it less of a community thing and more of an individual thing? That because the community kind of is a little bit insular, there's a little bit of like you can come visit, but you can't come live here. But also you can't go live over there with the person that you're in love with because you need to stay here. But, you know,
Does this imply a second community?
somewhere, I think so.
Hmm. Hunt. What if there was a okay, outsiders rejected. So there's two communities.
Mhm.
They don't like each other.
Yep.
Uh, are they fighting over hunting grounds or something like that? Or is there like a ceremonial like great hunt kind of thing that they are supposed to compete in? Or maybe the other love is actually an elf, and this community is hunting without the permission of the elves.
Mhm.
Uh, but someone we find has fallen in love with one of these
With an
elves,
elf, yeah.
and they can't be a part of this community, and vice versa.
Yeah.
That sounds like we need to go find the elves
We need
and
to find the elves
convince them to be cool with.
with all of this.
Yeah, that could work.
That could work.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm okay with that.
All right. So, the Cliff's notes, the V's notes of that are they are They and the elves they're here, not necessarily they don't get along with the elves. How do we find we find this out from the one person who is in love with an elf?
Do we want to give them an Ironlander name?
They're a Tanya. Do we want to give them an elf name?
Um,
Do we want to just call them Romeo and Juliet?
I can't actually. I don't think the Atanya.
They don't
The
have.
Atanya. They are firstborn. At
Yeah.
least their ancestors were, but they're not necessarily elves. They're
Well,
different.
let's see what the Ironlander name gives us and see how we
Sure.
feel. Abella. Ooh, I like.
Abella. All right. So we meet Abella.
And somehow we managed to communicate with them about
hmm
the current situation between elves. And since
Uh,
we've had trouble with elves,
yeah, Evka doesn't really like elves. I've had some bad experiences with them. Kind of mean.
yeah, they stole all our stuff.
Took all our stuff.
They took my beaten stick.
I am still technically afraid of forest spirits.
That's true. Took my beat. Good stick. I liked my beaten stick.
But now you have like a crazy Thunderbringer.
But now I have Smash 2. But I really liked my beaten stick.
All right, and then you want to roll an elf name for the other person?
Uktanu.
Uktanu. The classic tale of Abella and Uktanu.
I better put these in our NPC list while I'm thinking about it.
All right.
NPC
And
name.
they have forbidden love
Mm-hmm.
because both are rejected outsiders to the other.
You want to roll dispositions for?
Sure. So starting with Abella. Their descriptor is confused.
Okay.
Their disposition is wanting. Well, we knew that.
Yeah.
uh, we know what their goal is.
Yep.
Do I put role and give them some like maybe
Yeah.
put
Sure.
like community positioning? Yeah, they're a healer. All right. So it sounds like with confused and wanting, I'm betting that Abella is the young naive one.
Yes.
Uktanu is an elf, so probably longer lived.
Yep. Yep.
All right, so for Uktanu, their descriptor is talented.
Ooh.
Disposition is unfriendly.
Except to
And
Abella.
except to Abella, yeah. And their role, oh, they're a traitor.
So that explains how they met.
Exactly.
Perfect.
Random tables, ladies and gentlemen. Is there anything they can't do?
All of our NPCs. I like our little NPC.
Gren is right. Just a thirsty little lesbian.
Oh yeah. With a sword.
Yeah.
All right. So do you take a quest for that?
Yeah, we can. I get a +1 to it
Yeah.
if we swear a vow. This feels more like a social challenge, which we haven't done a lot of yet. So I'm kind
Yeah.
of excited to
Yeah.
try that.
I think I
Um,
would probably also take the quest, just because, like,
Yeah.
maybe if we go on this, we vow this, maybe Cluck will finally admit that she really likes Padma and they'll kiss.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. Do we just go ahead, for Gren's sake, and say that, uh, wait, I've lost the name already. Uktanu is a woman?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Great.
Right, Kathy? And kiss.
All right.
I need I need that as an emote, I think. Oh.
So, what do we think our goal here is? Is it to? It's not necessarily to unite the tribes.
No.
Uh, it's to unite the couple.
Mm-hmm.
So we could approach that in all kinds of ways.
Yeah. Um I think if we frame it as like reunite Abella and Uktanu, that
Uh,
probably that gives us enough leeway to do all sorts of fun things.
mhm.
We could steer down to Bergerac this.
All right.
All right.
So swear an
Swear an
iron
iron
vow
vow.
with a +1. And I think this is probably dangerous at
Ye-
most.
yeah.
Like we're not going to slay a demon or
No.
anything
No. Okay.
troublesome even. Okay, here we go. +1.
Do it.
Unless I was like, unless I can roll Jaws into this somehow, but I'm not gonna do that. Weak hit.
That's fine.
Uh,
All right. I'm rolling my because I want in on this too.
start
So
with more questions than answers. That seems right.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
+1 momentum.
+1 momentum. And where's that vow? Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. It was hiding.
So yeah, there is way more questions than answers. Like, where the
Uh-huh.
hell is this other settlement?
Yeah. Because we're not going to necessarily have a good idea unless we can get um Abella to draw us like a map. Hmm. No, I'm the wingman, Gren. I'm the wingman so that Evka and Padma just stop all this nonsense.
What nonsense? We're traveling together now. It's a big step.
That's fair. Now kiss. I like your vow.
Ship Abella and Octano. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, what do we think the risk is? Is there like, is it family risk? Is it community risk? Like, is somebody like threatening to get exiled if this were to come to light?
Yeah. I think like there's risk to us because we've had issues with elves.
Sure, certainly. Yeah. we've
Um
we've killed, what was that spirit's name?
frick. Uh in my book.
It was the Darva Fox.
The Darva Fox. Yeah.
Yeah, we killed it.
We killed it.
We slew that stupid
I
elven
killed it.
forest spirit.
Yes, we
That's
killed
true.
it real good. hitting it with my mammoth.
I did no damage to it, but I did off balance it
Yeah.
and become terrified.
Yeah. But I think there is some risk too in the community of, like, Abella really can't leave. If they're the healer in this community, them just leaving is a huge hit to the community. But the community really doesn't want Tanu here.
Yeah.
And Uktanu maybe can't necessarily leave their community either because they're a traitor, which means that they're the kind of the connection to the outside world and getting supplies that they maybe can't create themselves.
I wonder if because the precedence of all this is the trespassing on hunting grounds.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's not that the Iraqi community dislike the elves. I feel like Uktanu is the only one who's allowed to engage with them. But if Uktanu defected in the eyes of the elves, they might
They might
exact sort of
exact
retribution
revenge,
on them.
yeah.
Yeah. So I think the trick will be to get Uktanu to come here, or to convince the elven community that you should hang out more.
I think the convincing is that letting Uktanu be with Abella is not bad.
Mhm.
It doesn't hurt anybody. Pyro
Or
Club,
negotiate.
thank you for the raid. Welcome on in. I'm Vleeger Dragon. That's DM Liam. You may recognize him from Friday nights.
The Pyro Club?
It is the Pyro Club. I
know
need to
them.
know, did Larissa and Norin kiss? I had to leave before it happened. Very important. Please confirm. We are currently playing Ironsworn. We're playing the co-op version, which means that nobody's the keeper. Everybody's the keeper. I've been rolling amazingly tonight. Don't look back at the VOD. Don't tell them that it was... No, don't tell them. It's been great tonight. We haven't failed any rolls at all.
Mm-hmm. Definitely no landslides or unspeakable horrors were summoned.
No landslides, no horrific things that we couldn't actually fight because they were epic level. Nope. It's been great. Currently, we are in a community of Atanya. They're like a seagoing elf-type people. We have managed to sojourn here, thankfully, because we were unprepared. I know, Asmo, we almost did. If we'd fought the Gnarls, we would be making new characters right now.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
They one-shot when they hit you.
Oh, yeah, we beat, like, this is the B team fighting the Demon Lord level of you one-shot die. And we wouldn't have had the little fancy red dots.
Yeah.
Mizzy, shh. We weren't telling them.
Currently, the random tables, of which are basically the DM in this game, have set us upon a tale of romance.
Yes.
We get to
It's
ship someone.
yeah. It's not Romeo and Juliet. It's Abella and Utanu, or what? Wait, crap. I wrote it down. Uktanu. So that's where we are. That's the ship we're currently on. Also, Padma and Evka ship is still full sail ahead. I've been trying, Gren. I've been hinting at it. Not really hints, just like outright saying it.
We are both
Why
sailors.
use subtlety when you can just say it? I think, and maybe I'm wrong here, but I think what we need to do is we need to finish this road to Brokenhelm. That's not fair, Gren. Not fair. But okay. I feel like we need to finish the road to Brokenhelm because we're going to be back here and we might have better information about the situation as we continue onward.
Sure. We might even encounter if we encounter another settlement, now we know what it is, right?
Yeah. And since Uktanu is a traitor, there's a possibility that we will run into them on our journey to Brokenhelm.
Mhm.
I wonder
Um,
if because we got a sojourn, I get to take the new asset that I was thinking about.
that's the other thing I was gonna say. We have the opportunity to spend some downtime in Iraqi, and I, for one, have 4 XP I would like to spend.
I have 4 XP that I would like to spend. With my one of my paths, I may take an asset for 1 fewer experience, so I can spend 2 XP and I can get a new asset. I already have a name for it and everything.
Ooh. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Drag it on. There we go. Perfect. And then 2. Click it open and edit it. And we're going to call it, oh hey, that's not. Thanks, automatic thing. And I was going to take this one. I have a Ravegren.
Oh dear. Mm-hmm.
My Raven
That
is
seems right.
called Gren.
Mm-hmm.
And she can carry messages for me. So I can secure advantage, gather information, and compel from a distance. Perfect.
Yep.
Also, I could take her other 2. Wait a minute. Okay, so it's 2 to add the other abilities. But it's for me because she's an animal companion. I can do it for 1. I can add her other 2 abilities.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on. Okay, now I have no more XP. And Animalkin has this thing. Once you mark all their abilities, you may forge a bond with them and take an automatic strong hit. When you do, mark a bond twice and take 1 experience.
Mm-hmm. Just like that. Best friend Gren. It's all
She's
been building to this.
fabulous and my best friend.
This is the
besides
capstone.
Nicole. It says mark a bond twice, but I can only mark a bond once because you mark a bond by like actually adding a thing. It's really
Oh.
weird.
Oh, interesting. You could just enter Gren Part 2.
Yeah, okay, get one. Friend 2. She is so fabulous. We have a double bond. That's how fabulous she is. Okay. It also means, the other things that means is that when you secure an advantage or face danger and roll shadow, using your Raven to perform trickery, such as creating a distraction or stealing a small object, add +1 and take +1 momentum on a hit. This is not something we probably will do a whole lot because my shadow's terrible. Also, knowing, when you face death, add +2 and take +1 momentum on a hit.
That's very good. That's very good for us. we face death a lot.
And I feel like Gren makes the point that the Raven just shows up and decides she's my best friend. Just all of a sudden, there's like this Raven hopping around. It's like, why? Okay, that's Gren. She's my friend now. All right. What are you taking with your level up?
Well, so there's really 2 options. One of them, I feel like I can't take one yet. But maybe. But maybe. So I hadn't planned on taking this one. So there's a path called Pretender.
Ooh.
And I hadn't been thinking about it until we arrived here, and I had to fake my way into society and not be looked at like a heretic.
Mm-hmm.
It's when you establish a false identity, roll shadow. On a strong hit, you can add +2 when you make moves using this identity to deceive or influence others.
That sounds like Shadowrun.
Yeah. Um, Additionally, it has a later unlock which um I can roll shadow instead of heart when using my false identity, so I can forge bonds easier when I'm lying about them.
Yep, yep. That
So
sounds exactly like Evka.
instead of just winning over hearts and minds through charity and goodwill and doing quests, I could just lie about who I am and win them over that way. That's how Evka shows her love. Yeah.
Beautiful.
So that one seems fun. The other one, and this one, I think is going to happen eventually, but maybe not. Maybe we all die before this can happen. But there is a companion. I know Scarbash is the companion
I have just a
porter,
herd of animals following me right now.
but there's one companion which is called Kindred,
Yes.
which is when a friend stands by your side and becomes sort of a bonded partner.
Uh-huh. That's when Padma and Cluck get married.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
And then I think I would uh so that would give me bonuses when facing desolation, which would be like my nickel.
Yep.
hmm
Yep.
Also they can fight for you. They are shieldkin.
Mm-hmm. Would you really make Padma fight for you though?
Um well, I wouldn't make her, but she probably would. Like she definitely is the strong one.
Yeah.
I just don't know if it's time. I don't think it's time
You
yet.
haven't even kissed her yet. You can't you can't marry her until you've kissed her.
hmm
What if she's terrible at kissing?
Um you can do other things.
That's fair.
Yeah, so I might not buy anything right now. I might have to just wait for the right moment.
The right moment.
hmm
That's fair. I'm gonna use Gren to send a message back to Mora. No, not yet. I'm tempted though. Tempted to be like, you know what? You kicked us out unprepared, but we're prepared anyway, so you can suck it. Um, but I'd rather say that to her face.
All right.
All right.
Well,
I think
you you
we
have a raven.
I have a raven. We've sojourned. We've set another bond.
hmm
I think we do one more day of travel.
Sure. Did we mark our milestone
Yes.
getting here? We did. Okay.
Yeah, we marked our success getting here.
Like
Yep.
our vow progress. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. Well, in that case, we've spent some time in this community. We've made a friend.
Mm-hmm.
We've made two friends. One best friend.
Yep.
Evka's definitely not feeling a little bit jealous again.
Uh,
Now Scarbash is spending all this time with this bird, and I thought I was the only important bird in this relationship.
look, look, you're my best people friend.
What about the chickens, Scarbash?
The chickens don't really like me.
They don't really like me either. I keep feeding them to sharks.
Also, I think Gren would be jealous if I made too many chicken friends,
Hmm,
so.
I heard that.
I don't think he's even. Are you even watching, or are you just playing shipping game?
All I hear is chicken smile.
I mean, the whole game is chickens and sharks and a
Yep.
mammoth.
All right. Let's pack up. It's been nice spending time at Iraqi.
Yeah,
Uh,
and we will, promise to. We'll be back this way again, and we're gonna try and figure out this stuff with Utanu and Abella, and yeah, you can count on us.
oh, also, do we prefer Araki or Arakai?
Hmm. How would they say it? I was thinking like Arrakis, like Dune, but
Oh, okay, yeah.
um, and Arakai feels like the Urukai from Lord of the Rings. So Iraqi, I think.
Yeah. All right. Would you like to?
It's your turn.
Oh, is it?
It's
Okay.
your turn.
Undertake a journey with wits. Here we go. Miss. That's a big ol' miss. Mm-hmm. Yep. Um, we are waylaid by a perilous event. Pay the price. Let me
Now
just go
you know
ahead.
what it feels like.
Let me just go ahead and roll this pay the price table here. Mm-hmm. The current situation worsens. What situation is that? The travel?
I
Does the
mean,
problem with the does the problem with the village, like, did the elves attack suddenly?
did,
Like,
did
is
the
it that?
elves did the elves attack? Do um
Current situation worsens. I don't think.
I'm not sure that can apply here.
Yeah, the
I
situation is that
we're
it
we're
is worse.
we're traveling.
Yeah.
Maybe roll it again just
All right.
to.
Uh, something delays us.
Okay.
All right. Let's figure out what delays us. I'm gonna roll action theme.
Yep. There is no road, Asmo. We're building the road.
Demand vengeance. Oh, okay. So, uh, got it. Okay.
Okay.
So we could be mistaken identity, and some crazy elven bounty hunter squad finds us, and we get misidentified.
Yep.
It could be maybe we actually did do something bad earlier.
What did we do earlier that was
Hmm.
oh the landslide that I caused?
Yeah, there's definitely some damage.
There was definitely a landslide. And I definitely caused it.
Hmm. That's true. Do we get like confronted by who would care about that?
Traders who maybe used that passage to get through the mountains.
Uh, yeah, could be. Could be some sort of forest spirit again.
Yep.
Uh, or a rock spirit. You literally smashed their home.
Yeah, maybe.
Hmm. It's only a delay though, so
It's
we
only
have
a
to like
delay.
we have an opportunity, I think, to to
To not try and kill ourselves.
yeah. Well, specifically, it sounds like they want payment for damages.
Yeah.
And payment in this case could be supply, which
Yep.
we just which we just
Just
recovered.
recovered.
Mm-hmm. It could be things in our inventory. that are valuable.
What do you I don't think I have anything in my inventory.
I have like healing supplies. I have a spear. I have a.
Did you get a sling? Did you ever add the sling to your?
I do not have the sling.
We never, because we were gonna get it when you went back. No, you were supposed to take it with you when we went to Silver Hollow.
But I thought we had to go and get it from somewhere.
We had to pick it up. We picked it up on our way out of town from to Silver Hollow, didn't we?
Did
Because
we?
you would have needed it for that.
I thought it was an outsider that had it.
Was it?
Yeah, because I never had it when we were in.
Okay, so we don't have the sling. Oh, because you were gonna take the combat.
Yeah, I was gonna take Slinger.
Yeah, the combat talent, and then we just never got there. Ita boba.
Mhm.
What a good kitty.
It could be the live chicken.
It's always the live chicken.
I always have one.
Mm-hmm. Like, I hate to say that it's taking supply because we always do that.
Yeah, there's no other way to
That
pay for things.
Yeah, that feels like our default.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. I don't know what else it could be. Demand vengeance. It could be that they demand. I know we wanted to avoid combat, but there is the draw the circle move. It could be like one of us has to
Step in the circle with one of
like
them.
they're literally stepping out in front of us and saying, "Glove slap! I challenge you to a duel."
Yep.
Uh,
Yeah. We could. I mean, that makes a lot of sense with what we have. I gotta read the draw the circle thing.
it could also just be momentum because causing delay and disadvantage often is translated into momentum. So we could just take -3 momentum.
Mm-hmm.
I think that might be it. We engage in sort of
Both of us
prolonged.
take -3?
Um,
Or each of us take -2.
yeah, that might be.
-3 total, so then Cluck takes 2, I take 1.
Hmm.
How much momentum do you currently have?
I have 3.
How about I take -2 and you take -1?
Well, it feels like I should take most of it because I was the one that did the roll.
Okay.
Um,
Or we could roll it, and we could roll it as a face danger to see if we need to fight.
mhm.
Okay. You take -2 momentum. I'll take -1 momentum. I'm going to face danger with iron and a super huge mammoth and a nice, scary, cute raven. And I'm going to face danger to see if this turns into a fight for me.
Oh dear.
It's gonna it's gonna turn into a fight for me. Like, I'm standing up there. You know what? Heck it. I want to use my weapon master, and I'm going to size up my enemy in this charged situation that's probably going to lead to a fight.
Oh dear. Do we even know who's it's elves, right?
It's elves.
Okay.
You're gonna fight me a freaking elf. These elves are the worst. I miss on my so I'm at disadvantage on drawing the circle. They draw the circle on me, which means that I am clashing.
Right. So okay. So your face danger was a miss. So you pay the price, which means you start combat.
Mm-hmm.
Then you tried to size them up, miss.
Which means that I am at disadvantage, so I'm clashing rather than striking.
Got it. Okay. All right.
Do we want to do this combat now, or save it for next time?
We can start with a combat next time.
Sounds
And
like
also,
a plan.
I feel like we need to add detail here because
Yeah.
I'm curious, like, if it's not the spirits, I wonder if just our passage through these woods are sort of seen as unwanted.
Mm-hmm. I think that's
Uh,
that's something to consider is what kind of vengeance are they seeking?
mhm,
Is it because of the landslide? Is it because of the Darva Fox? Do we even
that's
know?
true. That's true.
Do we
Yeah,
even know, or do they just like get here and it's like,
maybe Gren the Raven uh was theirs. 'Cause the elves are animal kin as well.
I stole a raven from the elves, and she's
Gren
my
defected
bestie.
and they hate it.
Hmm.
An elf raven. We'll find out next time.
Yeah. So, Liam, what are you up to this week?
Oh, it's been a weird couple of weeks, but hopefully on this Thursday, I will have some time to revisit Cana. And then we'll be back here on Friday over on the Pyro Club, which a lot of you may have come from just now, where we will continue. We're heading back to the Fathomwood to fight a dozen Nagpa, which are
Yeah.
CR-17 bird wizards.
No, we're only gonna fight the two that are there. The two. Not a dozen. The two. I will be back here tomorrow morning, upstairs at the piano. I have a preamp. I don't have the cable for it. I haven't done any of the testing for it. I was gonna do that this weekend, but well, you gotta have the spoons to fiddle with stuff like that. So maybe this week we'll try and figure out how to make that work better. But we'll be back tomorrow morning. Otherwise, I think we're gonna go raid. And I have a pretty good idea of who I want. And we'll be back here next Sunday night for some Ironsworn, but there's a lot of stuff between now and then, so mostly the focus is tomorrow for me, Thursday for Liam. You don't want to miss Kenna Bridge of Spirits. It's so cute. The little rots are adorable. I have a big giant rot right here that I made the head for on Friday, and I found a hat that fits it, and needs arms and legs, but we'll get there. We are gonna go raid.
Good night, Gran and Kathy and Scrollkeeper.
Yeah, we are gonna go raid my good friend Harcher, who doesn't stream very often, and I don't often get to raid into his stream, but he is awesome. And if you are not following Harcher, make sure that you go in, give him a follow, refresh the stream so that you count as a viewer, and we will see you again next time. Bye!